Okay, to all you ladies out there that desire to be married, I hope y'all tracking and listening. When I was seeking a husband, I ain't get one. I got 3 baby daddies. A man finds a wife. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. Now, in part 3, I ended off by saying, I met my husband 2 months after I left my last baby daddy that didn't want to marry me. But little did I know, my husband ended up telling me that he's been praying and seeking a wife since he was 22. So he was already seeking a wife. And he already had 2 baby mamas before me. So, well, we don't have any kids together, but he already had 2 baby mamas, and he was seeking a wife as well. And he got saved at 16. So, but he was in and out of the world. He got saved at 16. He ended up going back in the world and whatever. So, don't be looking for your husband. Your husband is going to find you. God is going to send the husband to you when you are ready to become a wife. And I was ready to become a wife, but I wasn't ready to become a helpmeet, a true helpmeet to my husband. And I ain't know nothing about being a helpmeet or none of that. So don't just desire to be a wife for the title and the position. Seek to be a true helpmeet. Learn, ask and seek God to teach you how to be a helpmeet to your husband. Okay, that's very important. It ain't just about being married and being a wife. But anywho, so, okay, met my husband. On part 2, I said on the second day, we was just talking. I didn't see him. On the third day of me and my husband talking, he ended up door dashing with me and spending the whole day with me. So, actually, I didn't say that in the second part. I meant to say that. But on the third day of me and my husband talking, he ended up spending the whole day with me, and I used to DoorDash, so he was riding with me while I was DoorDashing, and he ended up saying, trying to come on to me and said something sexual to me, and I was like, you don't remember what I told you on the first day when we was talking in the park, and I told you can't no man sleep with me or live with me or nothing until he marries me. So my husband told me to pull over. If y'all know that Family Dollar in Columbus on Steam Mill Road, he told me to pull over in that parking lot, and we got out, and he proposed to me in their parking lot. No ring or nothing. He proposed to me. He was like, if I tell you to pull over right now and ask you to marry me, are you gonna say yes? And I'm in shock. I'm thinking he playing. No, man, dead serious. So he proposed to me in their parking lot. 4 days later, we would have been married in 4 days of meeting, but the courthouse was closed for 4th of July, so we got married in 7 days of us meeting. So 4 days later, we got married at the courthouse. He did not move in with me until that same day after we got married. I was not playing. We did not have sex or nothing until we got married. So, what I was gonna say, yeah, I feel like I'm all over the place now. I'm trying to stay on track. It was God on the third. Oh yeah. Earlier that day, before he rode with me probably the second day of us talking, or earlier that day of the third day of us talking, before he spent the whole day with me door dashing and stuff. My husband told me on the phone that he was praying and God told him that I was his wife. Like, he just knew or felt it in his spirit that I was his wife. So that's why he did not hesitate to propose to me and marry me or whatever. We literally got married in 7 days of meeting each other. I met him June 30th. We got married July 6th of 2023. So I got married at 26 years old, and I'm 29 now. But what I was gonna say, why before me and my husband got married, and the first day of us talking at the park and everything, you know, I could tell that my husband wasn't really living for God, and neither was I. Like, I was probably a little bit more closer to God at the time than he was, but neither one of us was truly seeking or living for God at that time. So we were both still in the world. So, but I knew that, but like I said, we had the foundation, we had the same principles and values, and we both knew God. We both had got saved at a young age. We both knew of the Bible. We both knew of church and was used to going to church. We was both raised in church. Like, we had that foundation. We had a lot in common. We agreed on a lot of things that matter in the grand scheme of things. We agreed on children, our beliefs, our religious beliefs, our politics. We agreed on the stuff that mattered. So that is how I knew that he could be my husband. We was on the same page about a lot of things. Like with my baby daddies, no, we did not have none of that in common. My baby daddies, they know of God, but two of them, I don't even think they really believe in God. Like my last baby daddy told me that he is God. So that was definitely a no. Even though I pushed them away and they didn't want to marry me, I knew I couldn't be. I was trying to force it and see if I could change them, but you can't change nobody. Only God can change a person. So I knew that I really couldn't be with them long term or marry them, because we wasn't on the same page about God at all. Like, at all. So it wasn't going to work. That's being unequally yoked. And I was trying to make it work because I had a child with each one of these men. So I was trying to make it work for the child's sake. But no, God did not allow it. He did not allow me to marry those men. That they wasn't it. So and they still not seeking God, though. None of those men aren't living for God. So imagine if I would have married them. That's what it means to be unequally yoked. If the foundation isn't on the same page, isn't right, then no. And you can't change nobody. All right, y'all. Come back for part 5.